How's the leg? Feels good is what I heard. Well, you're walking on it, so I ain't got to take your ass to the hospital. That sounds good. Good morning, guys, and welcome to the fascinating world of traffic signals. We are back in Oxford, Mississippi. Guys, it's chilly. We asked for winter weather, and it's 28 degrees up here in Oxford. But we're leaving the hotel now. Let's get over to the job site, and let's start this working day. Had a wonderful time in Utah last week, touring the Wavetronics facility. Stay tuned for that video and future videos from them here soon. Job site, it is cold. All right, guys, we are on the job site. Let me go ahead and show y'all what all's been done since I know the last y'all have seen. It was just us installing the mast arms the other night, and then I left out for my crew. They kind of handled the rest of what's done, at least here for right now. So Cody went ahead, he got most of the cabinet wired up. The pedestrian cables right now, he had questions about it, so he just left them rolled up, undone, but we'll get all that figured out. Cameras need to get installed still. All the heads, new heads at least, are up and bagged up and covered. Some of the bags are falling off, so we'll have to correct those, and some of the heads are not level. You know, we had new guys installing them, so we'll have to correct that as well. Bottoms of the poles wired up, whole 9 yards. We do got to figure out some pedestrian stuff out here. I think we can do the heads. The heads would be fine on just about every shaft out here, but we're gonna have to do a separate pole so that we can get ADA compliant on our pedestrian push buttons. So like the push button right here, it'd be pretty close, but it ain't right. So what we're gonna have to end up doing is running like a conduit from here and just wedging in like a 2-inch rigid pipe we've done before. Picture right here by the crossing, and then a button that you can press here to go across the road here, and then another button you can press to go across this road. And probably gonna have to do that on all 4 corners. The plans are pretty vague, so we ordered and we have everything to do the whole pedestrian pedestals with the heads on top of them, but I don't want to go that route. I just want to try to get a 2-inch rigid pipe and mount the buttons to that. And then we're also going to get all the cameras up. Got to get some Luminaire brackets up on each shaft, and then also get some LEDs going. Got the meter riser installed, but we need to get that inspected so that the power company can come do a hookup. And once they do a hookup, we'll have power into the cabinet, and then we can turn over this intersection and drop the old one. This also needs to be grounded. There's no ground inside the cabinet, I noticed yesterday. So we're gonna have to dig up around this entire cabinet, foundation, ground, do a ground rod on each corner of it, and then run a number 6 from the inside all the way down, all the way around the cabinet, and then back up into the cabinet. It'll be a continuous number 6 with no cuts in it. And that's how we ground out these cabinet pads. It is cold. We also have a lighting foundation we need to do down the road, but it is below freezing temperatures today. So I just doubt that's going to happen. We may go get it drilled out, set up and ready, but won't be able to pour until it gets above freezing temperatures. And then look at this right here on the nose. Dude, I'd love to tell y'all that it was like a cool accident with an angle grinder, like a grinder blade explode and cut me on the nose. But it's not. I'll just be honest. My wife did this little face thing on me, and she ripped it off, and now I got a whole cut on my nose. Women. I just had to run to Ace Hardware, try to find some hardware for these pedestrian heads. Jokes on me. Didn't find anything I wanted, but I think I got stuff to make it work. Black gloves in the back seat of mine. Those rubber gloves, you put them on, they'll get warmed up. And also, whenever he's just working on stuff, you could be pulling these ped heads out and all that shit and start putting the clamshells onto them and getting them all prepped up to be hung. Did not find anything I really needed at Ace Hardware, but I have some shit in my truck that I think we can make work and be even easier, man. I got a bunch of hardware here, so didn't even really need to go to the store. Some washers. So to make sure he's gonna have enough to mount. It's gonna be 8 pedestrian heads, get the cables where they need to go hooked up. And then the buttons we're gonna have to do once we set some poles around here. 1, 2, oh. That one shaft, they either got kicked back or just, my mind's tricking me with that wooden pole behind it. This one across the road, that mast arm just looks like it's sticking up in the little high. They done raked it back too far. Probably. And then with that, obviously the pedestrian cable up to the head, and then the coil up, some slack and stuff with the 2 cables we'll use for the buttons, jump it back over, and then we'll put the pole like right here or something, really.
Well, on this one you want
you press
that way, and then that way.
Yeah, one coming out here for this crossing, the other one you're gonna have to kind of angle it to aim it, but yeah, aim it the best you can, and where this crossing to come across. Well, if everything works out, concrete, they only have Thursday available and a little after lunchtime Thursday. So everything goes to plan. We'll drill, pour that hole, maybe drill by the end of the day tomorrow. If everything looks good, cone it off real well, and then pour it Thursday whenever they're putting seed down. I think they were gonna do some hydro seed, but I think they're holding off a little bit. I mean, really, the only thing sticking right now is going to be ryegrass.
Oh, as long as we...
But we'll knock it out, pour it, and then probably be leaving right after pouring. So that ain't a terrible time. You know, 1 o'clock, 1 or 1:30, we'd be leaving at.
I got to get with Ben. Austin wants that 1 inch to go to Ben.
I gotcha.
Just you don't need it, so.
TM4, yeah, to leave as much, I guess we'll try to figure out how much we would need here, and then whatever we need. The pedestrian stuff, well, which we may use 2 inch or something like that on, and then to the meter stuff. So the power company is supposed to do the bore. He's gonna line out and see if that's still happening, because that's on, yeah, that one down there is on the power side. And then here we would have to do our 1 inch. I imagine that's what they use on the lighting foundations, but a few 1 inches and a spare and everything, and we'll probably kick one out the other side and tie it into that pull box, wherever the pull box is.
Box is probably right here.
To where's the foundation is?
That foundation's there, and the pull box is about right here.
I gotcha.
Stays right by the pull box.
Yeah, we'll probably dig it out then too and just tie it straight into the pull box while we're waiting on concrete, have it ready, and dump a bunch of concrete in a fucking hole and go home Thursday. One of these days, phone calls and running.
Hello?
Hey man, this is Stephen Harmon with Powell Construction.
Yes, sir.
We plan on drilling that light pole foundation that's kind of by that shopping center here in Oxford by the end of tomorrow, if not Thursday morning, first thing.
So is it straight north of Subway right there on the east side of that driveway?
Yeah, a little northeast, but yeah, you'll pretty much go straight north and then turn to the right if you're on the sidewalk, and you'll see that stake there.
Okay. I don't have any utilities there. The only person that has utilities there is C-Spire.
You got his number? I can give him a call.
Yeah, I have his number. You want me to text it to you, or you want me to read it out to you?
You could read it out to me.
I'll save your number in my phone.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, bye. All right, guys. Got C-Spire coming out. They're the only ones that have a line, from what I've been told, on this side where we're going to be drilling. So, gonna get with him. He's gonna come meet me out on site, and we're gonna go over where his line is. If he's far enough away, then, you know, we're just gonna go balls to the wall drilling. You the locator? Okay. Yes, sir. Stephen Harmon, nice to meet you. Yep.
And one comes out and goes right there.
Okay.
Goes to that handhold right up there where that orange flag is.
TM4.
Right across there.
And one sticks further back, because I seen your box back here.
Another one goes right straight through the middle of that trailer.
Gotcha.
And down.
10-4. The stuff we'll be doing there, we'll be hand digging, so ain't gonna be nothing bad here. That stake there, so I think I'm so far away from you.
You're like,
yeah.
Shit, I don't know, what is that, 50 foot, 40 foot?
Damn near, yeah, away from. So yeah, we're plenty far away. I don't think we're gonna hit nothing.
No, you're good there, man.
Yeah.
All you doing is digging right there?
Yeah, it's got to be 13 foot. We got to go 13 foot deep and lighting foundation. But right there, and then that other stake is where the box is. So we're gonna split into that, and then, I mean, there ain't none.
Then you're coming down to here?
I think he's already trenched, so I think this is already done to there when Anthony was up here, and then we're just tying into it. I got you. Yeah, I know he had a little issues with the utilities, but I don't think on this side, and what I recall.
I wasn't in the way on none of it.
Yeah. Yeah, I got you. Besides, I guess this little trench he had to probably come through here.
Well, mine's so deep they never saw any of it.
Oh yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, because if he would have been trenching here, he was only going 2 feet, 2.5 feet or so.
Mine's like 9 foot across.
All right, guys, it is a bit of a slower day. Just cold, trying to get everything lined out. I think it's Veterans Day too, so thank you for all the veterans that are out there. So half the places are now closed. The guys are all upset they haven't been paid yet. So I'm buying them lunch, getting them some Domino's. They're just working on ped heads right now. I've been trying to get a hold of anybody with the city. Seems like the city's closed down for the most part, the people that are in that department, to get that meter inspected. So, and I've tried again tomorrow. Got concrete set up for Thursday. Checked everything on the utility side. I think we're good on that hole. So that's going to work out great. But want to be more productive. I'll figure out. I may go grab the bucket truck and start working on them cameras or something here shortly. So just to get something going a little bit quicker. So we'll see on that. And I'll take y'all along with me. All right, got them pizza. I'm trying to watch my figure this week, so I got myself some chicken wings over there. Domino's pizza smells so freaking incredible, though. Here we are. So I had him some pizza.
But I guess not.
The wiring up the poles?
Yeah.
That didn't do the bottom side either, or?
No, they did, but fucking retarded.
Welcome to my life. Damn, dude. Did they lose this, or did you have to undo it?
I didn't take it all. They left all this. I'm like,
Yeah. I was about to say we need to go around and probably double check a lot of the stuff that's connected to because of that right there. I mean, look how easy that was to pull out. See some of the strands on the blue guy, and this one's gonna actually use the blue. That thing's popped out.
Yeah, I'll redo all of it. I gotta strip it down here, tape it.
Yeah. Yeah, I was about to say tape. I saw that on the other side too. Oh, these things always look better than they are. Could be worse. All right, gotta look at the plans. Try to see if they got Opticoms or not. A type 1 optical detector. They're showing 250 feet. That's kind of weird. All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and wipe our seat clean. Oh yeah, we'll get a little bit of that on us. And start stripping down all the pedestrian cables. Looks like he's already got all these hooked up, so that's good to go. Power's on it. This will ground out in a little bit. And I'll be working on the cameras maybe tomorrow. There, both packs of U-bolts. Other stuff, the vector's up here. Where to put our Tomar card in. Let's do any paperwork out of here. Already got it. And then got the Alpha kit, but let's get one kind of strict where I want it. And I like going a little bit past. So here. Score it so we know where to go, and then let me grab all my tools. Then I can just follow through with each of these cables. I had to go back and forth. Wish I had my AirPods too. Forgot them on the coast. I got on this skid steer they got going on over there. They're just rolling out the sod.
We might want to go get that steel string for that there.
Yeah, Andrew, run over there and grab that string and everything. I'll leave a big hump there too, but fuck, dude. What happened to working all them, getting a dozen guys out and spreading some sod? It's a cool machine they got. Oh, I don't blame him. I hate laying sod, dude. I'd rent that fucker out in a heartbeat. Concrete's here. Not for us, but for somebody else. All right, back to work on these pedestrian cables. Pretty easy now that I got one stripped. Kind of just line them all up together. Now I can easily go through. Also sharpen the knife, so that ought to be better. Run the knife, score the cable, come over to the end. Try your best not to nick the cable. Slip and cut myself. Getting crazy, the temperature can make this more difficult. Jacket's stiff. Maybe did a poor job sharpening the knife. That ain't bad. Got us the pull string on the inside. And now you run it down. And hopefully y'all were able to see any of that. Does the opposite. The jacket here does the opposite of what. Let me not go there in the cold weather. Next step, we just need to clean all of our cables. This plastic, that's like a protectant on the cable. Just need to remove all of that. Oop, dropping my knife. It's a little windy, so hopefully it ain't going too far. Well, the energy's kicking in. But when you do this, you barely put any pressure on your knife. So you can see that it's cutting. If you got a sharp knife, it's cutting into it. And you're not scoring or cutting into that jacket of the cable at all. And it cuts around it. I have to pick it up and just run it down usually. Sometimes it's real easy, this stuff comes off. Sometimes it's a pain in the butt. But throw it down, and then I like to take some tape. Let me pick up all this real quick so it don't go everywhere. Clean your mess, guys. Ooh. That'd be funny. Not so funny. This end here, go back over, clean up our cable. Same here. Notice me, I don't know who put the load cells in, but I see an extra here. And we're for sure gonna be using 12 if we got phase 3 pedestrian. So put that load cell on. Be 2, 4, 6, and typically you would have phase 8, but they're split phasing it here, so the 12 is going to be for phase 3 pedestrian. Right now what I got routed around, that's going to be phase 3 pedestrian, at least what's labeled to it. We always want to re-bump it out and recheck it and kind of get the heads of our cables where they're going to be. 3 is going to come out and up. Pretty easy there, and we don't want to cut the whites. Whites need to go all the way to here. We may need a little more slack on the cables, but need to undo our whites from our colored cables. Hey man, that may be offensive. Got right there. Toss that behind us. We ain't worried about those cables now. Undo a little bit more of the white. Make it, but they're gonna be a little bit tighter than I like, but either way, they're gonna make it. We'll get them where they need to go. And I like to strip down a little extra whenever you got to tie cables together. So more than you would a typical fork. And then I like to go ahead and twist our neutrals together. I'll tell you what. We could have also went, there's another neutral block here we could have went to. But that's all right. One thing I dislike though is these blocks here are kind of in that way of the load cell bay, so it's hard to get a screwdriver behind it. Minor complaints, but complaints. We'll be visiting Temple here sooner or later, so maybe I'll bring up the complaints to him. Copyright. But these cables, last ones, we got to get the neutral up here too. Untwist a little bit. Then we'll start working on all our oranges and blacks going up and get them into. All right, so these are routed up. Then we're gonna do orange and black for 2 over to this block. We're gonna do 4, 6, and 8. 8's gonna be the only one with multiple cables landed. The rest are kind of jumped out in the field, so only one cable on each of those. Spider. So on one, we got orange. And back here, we got black. And it's gonna look like that across the board. These strip real easy, so you're not going crazy tight, you're just getting it nice and snug. Just like majority of the things out here. All right, guys, kind of at our little lay down yard we have. And I need to get some ground rods we have. Get as much as we can get from here. And then I need to go to the store and buy a handful more. So let's grab some ground rods, and then got to go run over to Home Depot after I can drop these off so you can stay productive grinding that cabinet pad. I also got a piece. I got to turn around and just do that real quick. Well, of course these damn ground rods are buried in this guy and put underneath some stuff. Ha! All right, 3 ground rods here. Nice and copper coated for the most part. Majority of the ground rods you're ever going to buy are just going to be copper coated ones. And then don't really need anything else from here at the moment till we do some underground work. Bunch of underground stuff here. So let's close her up. I remember remember this trailer. I love having an enclosed trailer. I used to just, between my truck, and then I would take an enclosed trailer, slam the damn thing full of equipment, everything I would need for a job. And then you almost don't have to worry about anything getting stolen out the truck. You don't have to keep anything in the bed of the truck. It's all here. You see traffic light doctor on it. And you know, you get to wherever you need to go and you just dig through an enclosed trailer. It's like a portable Connex. And I mean, I love that, especially if you got like a lay down yard around town. So once you get the equipment on the job, say you got a month-long job, you get your enclosed trailer, get locks for it, and say, you know, people that own a concrete plant, or you know, people that own an asphalt plant, because we're typically working underneath asphalt contractors, then you're like, hey man, not a lot of stuff, not a lot of room we need. Can we just park our enclosed trailer there? And every time they're always happy to help us with that. And typically help out a lot more than just even the Connex stuff in the storage room. Now, I don't know if all this stuff's ours. I know a handful of it is. Now, one thing I do need is I'm gonna have to dump dirt somewhere around here and move it all. May just move this trailer out, dump all the dirt back here with the excavator, and then push it all, get it out the way, clean it up. I mean, they do got dirt piles. I just don't want to mix dirt with any of their stone. There's a big dump trailer right there. I wonder if this is Cook & Sons, if it works. All the stone they got here too. That's all the aggregate and stuff they're gonna have to mix in for concrete. That's more of like a sand mix. It's just different mix designs they got stacked up in different areas. Texas Pride, this is a nice trailer. Hope they don't get mad that I'm just snooping around it. Let's see what's in it. Oh, she's empty too. I may ask them. If they're out there, I know I gotta run by them and just see if this is their dump trailer. And if they ain't busy using it for the rest of the week, I mean, I'm not going far. I may just use their dump trailer. Especially. Oh, those look clean. They even got this wrapped. That's clean too. They have an option. I'm gonna have to ask them about that dump trailer. See if they'll let us use them. Cook & Sons is the prime contractor we've been working with on this project. They've been fairly good to us so far on this job. So typically you ask and you shall receive, so hopefully that works out. Well, let me get these ground rods dropped off and then should go buy some more acorns and everything to connect them to. How's the leg? Feels good is what I heard. Well, you're walking on it, so I ain't got to take your ass to the hospital. That sounds good. You need some grown man injuries in your life. We all do. Hey, but you have all the clamps still, unless you grabbed 4. Gotcha. Alrighty. So, kind of hold this with your 2 fingers on there, just to where you can just walk backwards and don't get ran over.
You started learning some stuff. He came and got them after. Must be learning some stuff.
Look at you go, man.
People learn shit. I like learning. Oh, you gonna have enough?
I think so. We're gonna find out. Oh, we'd have to redo it. Come back. I'm hoping I have enough. I want to burn through the rest of that damn thing. Go, I just let me push it in the cabinet. That is going to be close. I might not have enough.
Forgot what we push it?
Yeah, pretty simple. I'll show you in a second. But push through and then go all the way around and then got to push through again.
I'm not going to do that. I'm tired. I slept good last night. I kept fucking waking up. Plus, like I said, we ain't gonna see it from Gulfport and Ocean Springs.
I like doing the right thing though. You know what, man, just pull it back out because you got them breaker panels and this would probably do all 4 of those. So let's get the continuous run for this. Just roll this up to where it can go right back in.
Back there in the corner.
And then use, this cable for the other panels themselves. Right, come this way with it where you ain't gotta go walking the road with it. But take 2, let's roll out a bunch. Alright, come back with it. We'll probably have to roll off some more, but we'll do it as we go so we ain't wasting more than we need or having to roll up any. You always want to make a little loop in your cable when you're pushing like a solid cable or a ground cable like this. Yeah. That way you can push it into that pipe. When it hits that 90, say this loop's not here, it would sit there and just keep on, kind of hitting on it and wouldn't roll. But this is gonna kind of, this will be rounded where it'll push and be able to move that 90. But we'll go under and then up, so that's plenty there. Now, take this and need to walk this way all the way around, and then we just got to cut it to where it's got enough slack. So, and a little bit extra just in case, because we cut too short, we got to redo the whole thing and don't want to do that. Now you got them 4 acorns.
Yep. Cody said it's weird.
Do what?
Cody said it's weird that I already grabbed one.
Just do what you're doing.
That's the thing. Like I told you, I want to learn everything I can while I can.
Yes, sir. Now, each acorn, take it back, but drop it off at the ground rod. Drop one off at the ground rod. Obviously, the last one. If not, you stop it. So
come all the way around.
Yep. Each time, drop one. You can't go backwards with it. So obviously, like, if just put it almost where the ground rod is, and then keep going with it, because then you can make a bend and easily put it there. And that thing can kind of fall into it. But we are going to pull the cable a little bit tighter. Back off this guy. And your ground cable. Line it up to where it can come up with your rod. And I always like the cable to go on the nose of the clamp, kind of like this right here. Where's the pointed edge. And then your bolts.
Like that's where it's supposed to go too.
Yep. Some people may disagree, but I agree with you. And then you just tighten down real nice and easy and snug. What is it? I forgot to get a new one, but you hold on to it. Next one, that angle to where your clamp can go on it.
Give it one turn past snug.
Yeah, you just ain't trying to have a bunch of slack in your ground cable for multiple reasons. But one of the big ones is if anybody's digging on this side by the cabinet, then it becomes real easy to hit the ground cable and pull it.
Mess some things up.
Yep. And then if you get real nerdy about it, it's like the flow of the ground too, or the extra energy that would be going through it, or electricity. Put you a little loop in it. Yep. Then
Somebody's a way to get money.
hell yeah, dude, he done stuck his dick in crazy. Ain't supposed to do that. Shit's cheap compared to not pulling enough. Nah, well, it's probably the more expensive cable, but it's a lot cheaper to pull a little extra than it is to pull
Not enough.
not enough, because you got to do a whole new run of it. So. Alright guys, we are wrapping up for the day. Could have been a little bit more productive, but for being in the 20s this morning, productive enough, man. I appreciate y'all for giving me a hand today. And as always, God bless y'all, and thanks for watching.